Peace, everybody. This is Thomas Amal with another edition of Conversation Corner. First, I have to thank you for giving me your ear, lending me your ear, and listening to just a couple of words that I like to throw out there. I always hope that whatever I say, be it that I've studied this, hopefully it'll bring some value to your life. You'll recognize it, you'll ingrain it in your everyday being. But something I wanted to discuss, and I'm going to be real brief with this, is finding your lead. And when I say that, finding your lead, I'm not talking about in the business sense where, those of us that might be in sales, we all look for leads, prospects, leads, and things like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in the sense of your life, finding your lead. And when I say finding your lead, it's to take action in something in your life. It's something that'll occur. Sometimes it can come as a strong urge to do something. And I've heard a number of stories. For instance, one story where a particular lady had a number of job offerings, but they were in different cities. And she didn't know what city she should take because they were all very lucrative. They were all jobs that she really was interested in. But one day, in the midst of all of this happening, she woke up and she smelled what she thought was, for instance, if it was an island, when she walked outside of her home, which was not in an island area, she smelled like she was at an island. In her mind, she took that as her lead, that urge, that intuition, which leads the way. It's independent of any reasoning or any thought. It's just something that happens. It's almost like an occurrence that happens. And we've talked before about occurrences, and I've given you some things that have happened in my life personally when it came to occurrences, but I didn't have any clue that that's what was actually happening. And I think a number of us don't recognize the occurrences that are happening in our life. But in this particular case, she smelled the same city in which one of the positions was in. So she accepted that position over the other cities and the positions in other cities. She accepted that. She took that as her lead. She took that as her occurrence. And she began to go on in life, and it became a very lucrative, a very successful opportunity. So in essence, what I'm saying is to really be cognizant of what's going on in your life, your surroundings, your everyday happenings, and stop being so quick to deny or refute anything that takes place. Sometimes these are leads or certain intuitions or certain urges that may come into play that may be beneficial for you. It may have been something that you had been asking for and had no clue that you were asking for, and it came. I remember having a conversation many, many years ago with a young lady, a friend of mine, who she had problems with keeping relationships going. So she basically said, I'm cutting off all opportunities. I don't care. I'm never going to find a man that'll please me, that'll be beneficial to me, that'll help me, and that I can be the woman that he wants to be. And I recall back then saying that if you're so close-minded, that particular guy that you're looking for could be sitting right next to you. But being that you closed the door completely, you're not recognizing what I know now are possible leads or urges or intuitions or occurrences that are happening. I didn't know that then, but those are things that you are denying, so you probably will. And plus, you threw that out there in the universe, so whatever you throw out there with feeling, you very well going to get it, because the universe doesn't discriminate. It takes charge and it takes action on what you set in motion. So with that Conversation Corner, I hope this is something that's very productive for you. I hope this is something that you can put it within your world and decide if that's something you want to use. So click the link below. Talk to you soon. Come on and see you on the inside. Denver is a few weeks away. Peace.